We want to do a meditation. So the idea of a meditation, take a deep breath, just let it out, relax. We're shifting gears here. We did a lot of that, like kind of upper spiritual, mental work, a lot of the ideals, a lot of the possibilities. Take a deep breath. We're going down into our human self and trusting your human body. Your human body is going to bring up the priorities of what to work on next. Staying at the mental level gives too many possibilities, even wonderful possibilities. They're not grounded until we really go down into our body and feel what is coming up to heal, what is coming up to appreciate in ourselves. So I'm ringing this Tibetan bowl. Gently close your eyes and just focus on being in your body and relaxing and breathing. And as you breathe in, imagine that there's this beautiful, cleansing, golden white light, kind of a liquid, cleansing, purifying white light from the universe that you breathe in, and it bathes all your cells, and it relaxes your muscles, and it calms you, and it lets you know you belong. You are part of the universe. It's going to be okay. So you just breathe in that relaxing comfort, and when you breathe out, let go. Let go, just relax. Notice places in your body where you have muscle tensions, and just talk to those parts of your body and say, you can let go now. Let's be together. Let's be a team, spirit and body, spirit and human. We are a powerful team. We're going to work together better than ever. Let go of the past. Let go whatever you can let go of. And what you can't let go of, I accept you. It's okay. Be friends with your body. Be friends with yourself. What does a real friend do? They don't demand that their friend be perfect or else they're going to leave. Though they say, just be honest with me. Just be yourself. I just want to be with you the way you are. So that's what you're doing. Breathing gently, deeply, and just be with yourself. Accept your human body. And have a sense of how you can go deeper into your body and get closer to feeling your feelings and sensing your sensations. And other times you can step back. And when you do step back with love and appreciation for your human self. So that you're always working together, just expanding the space between understanding and experiencing, between the space between deciding what life means and going into it and experiencing those beliefs. Because that's the goal, to build the space so that you can be in this internal world where you can make better decisions with your higher self's guidance. So relaxing, breathing. And imagine that you can just relax with gravity and let things drop off of you. Imagine that there are weights or like dirt and grime that can just wash and drop away from you, that just let it go, let it go. And just rest assured, the earth is this amazing being, this amazing energy center that wants you to let go of what doesn't work for you. So many people are holding on to other people's baggage. There are so many things you're not here to do. Let someone else do them. So many people, we're all stressed out thinking we have to take care of everything. No, you're only here to take care of what you're meant to take care of. Let go of the stress of what isn't even yours to deal with. Let that stress drop away as an energy pattern into the earth, and the earth will receive it and transmute it, change it, to give it to the people whose job is to do things you're not here to do. Trust and believe the earth knows how everyone fits together. The earth is this wonderful heart, this wonderful energy center for the source in manifestation, the source, the manifest source in the earth system. All the people can cooperate. The earth knows how to guide everyone. So have a sense of let's be a tree in the forest. And that's because trees are wonderful ecosystems. They connect the upper world with the leaves and the branches, with the trunk in the middle, and then the roots down into the ground. So imagine that you're a tree in the forest and you've dropped all your leaves in the fall. Just shake off any final leaves from the old growth that you no longer need, dead leaves in the fall. see them drop away to the ground, turning into mulch, compost. The earth receives those energies and recycles them. And now the spring is coming, and the early summer, and the wonderful warm breezes, and the beautiful sunlight filtering through the puffy white clouds, and you're a tree in the forest, and you just unfurl your leaves, grow new leaves, and bloom any blossoms, any flowers that you want to give, and just joyfully drink in the sunlight from above. And let it be that the forms of human experience, they carry energy. All the best forms, you prefer them, you like certain things because they carry great energy for you. So to be a tree in the forest and drinking in the sunlight, that's also being your growth as a wonderful divine creator being and drinking in the love of the universe. So there are all these levels at which it resonates, the images and the energies, the patterns of love, the patterns of thriving and nurturing. So you're being a tree in the forest, and it's a lovely forest. Have a sense of the trees around you. They're the trees you belong with. There's places in the world where you belong to thrive. And you can call in that energy with this meditation, with this visualization of a tree in the forest, wonderful trees around you. And the trees in the forest, it's a scientific fact that they know each other. They communicate in many ways, and their roots entangle and they hold each other up, and they send each other nutrients. Forests are an entire organism, a collective, a community that's so supportive and nurturing. You have that. You have that. You may not see it in your life. You may not know the people who are your kindred spirits, but you can meet them. You can feel them and meet them. It can all work together. So be that tree in the forest, drinking in the sunlight, wonderful, beautiful sunlight absorbed into your leaves, photosynthesizing, bringing energy into your system, bring it into your trunk of your tree, and have a sense of it also going into your heart as a human being. Let your human body be like the trunk of the tree. And now send your energy down into the roots. You want to grow stronger, better roots. You're so grateful to the earth. The earth is such a wonderful, wonderful planet to live upon, to dream your destiny. You want to commit to the earth in the form of your roots. So send roots down. Send yourself, sending energy down your legs, down your tree trunk, down to your feet, and growing roots out of the bottom of your feet, growing roots down into the soil. And wiggle some roots out to the side and say hello to the other trees, the kindred spirits, the people you belong with, your spiritual community. You're connecting with them, and they're connecting with you and supporting you. Feel that there are those people in the world who really, really want you to be exactly who you really are inside. Imagine that. Feel so tender about it. There's a person you really want to be, who you love to be in your most precious, vulnerable moments, and there are people who really want you to be that way, who need you to be that way. You are, in fact, a blessing to those people who are praying for someone just like you. And in turn, they offer blessings to you. There are situations you are praying for. There are people who offer that to you. So here you are, a tree in the forest, wiggling out your roots, connecting with the roots of other trees. You're connecting those energies. You're networking where you belong in the universe. And now, with the earth below you, and you've been anchoring yourself, rooting yourself in this lovely forest, send a taproot down deep into the earth. Send a taproot down, wiggling through the earth and through the cracks in the stones and around crystals, down into the earth, and you discover that you break through into this paradise garden. The center of the earth is this beautiful garden, is amazing energies, so vital, so full of life. In the physical form, it's just the heat energies of magma and such, but in the spiritual form, it's this incredible, thriving, pulsing, amazing power of life. Feel that Gaia, that the earth being has so much power of life to offer you. And come into the presence of, however you sense it, there's this amazing earth being in the center of the garden. And you come into the presence of that being and have a sense of the earth is so unpretentious, so loving, so gentle, so nurturing, just welcoming you. And you come into the presence of this great earth being, and the earth being thanks you, feel so appreciating, so grateful. Thank you for spending your life with me, for wanting to have a beautiful human life. I will help you, says the earth. I will support you. I will always help you. Feel the guidance of your soul to be here on the earth. And you thank the earth, and you feel the earth wrapping its arms around you. Feel the support and the nurturing of the earth. All the good that has ever come to you and that will ever come to you, all the physical healing, all the emotional, mental healing that you'll ever need, the earth is giving you that. And just absorb it, and in return, offer the earth some images, some sensations, some memories of your favorite times on the earth. Go ahead, offer to the earth being, what are some of your favorite places to be, like the beach, or hiking in the mountains, or swimming in a lake, whatever, and your favorite foods and your favorite animals to be with. Just take a moment to offer the earth your gratitude. And the earth is so grateful, because that is your true value as a consciousness, to have your own unique experience of life and to reflect that back to life itself, saying, here's how I enjoy the universe, here's how I enjoy life. Just feel the earth is so grateful. Thank you for enjoying some of my gifts. And now the earth gives you a boost of energy, and you find yourself rushing back up your taproot, up to the bottom of your feet, and into your tree trunk, and into your body, and up into your heart. And you plant the love from the earth from below that supports you as a human being. Bring that into your heart, and the love from above, from your higher self that supports you in your destiny, how you came here to live and grow and love, comes from above, from the light. Plant that in your heart, love from two directions. And you feel yourself more whole, more complete. The circuit of your being is more connected, more complete now. And so relax into your human body and talk to your human being and say, I'm going to go now even deeper, even further with our soul, with our higher self. Human being, you just relax. You just enjoy your meditation. And see if you can feel it. Your human body, your human being says, yeah, that's fine. Thank you for spending time with me. That's all the human being wants. That's all you ever want when you're deep in being human. You just want someone to love you and guide you and reassure you that they'll always be there for you. So your human body is going to relax in a meditation, in a meditative state while you go deeper. We're going to go on a journey now, a guided, deeper meditation. Call in your soul, call in your higher self, and ask your higher self, I need a sense of my power. I need a sense of being whole and complete with you. I need my relationship with the universe, because I want to be done once and for all with the old false negative beliefs, the old way of life that didn't work, all the suffering people I see in the world who are living their life in ways that don't work. I want to send them blessings and compassion, and I don't want to live like them anymore. Help me, my higher self. Help me find the changes that I need to make to be more whole and complete with you. And you find yourself shifting and swirling and finding yourself now coming out on the top of a beautiful, lovely, grassy green hill. A large hill that rolls down into a gentle valley. You see down with this hill, and the grass is waving in the wind, and the gentle breeze, and there are many wildflowers down into the valley. There's some trees and a little forest, and then further down you can see the patchwork quilt of the farm fields and the lovely mountains in the distance that define this valley. You see lakes, and you see little townships down there, and you just know that that's a beautiful valley where people live in peace and harmony. It's the ideal kind of life that you would love to have, that you would feel in your best moments, that you dream of, that's your destiny to help contribute to a beautiful world like that down in that valley. And here you are on your grassy green hilltop, and that is a peak of your connection to your higher being. That's your higher viewpoint where you can see the potentials of your life. So you realize that beautiful valley ahead of you, that is your life and the best way forward. You want to tune into more of that. You want to feel that life can be beautiful, heaven on earth, that you can be in your human body, spirit and human working together. So here on this beautiful grassy green hilltop. You find yourself standing under a lovely tree. There's a beautiful, tall, strong tree at the top of your grassy green hill. And you look around, you look up at that tree and feel how strong and deep and ancient and powerful that tree is. That is your tree of life. That is your tree of growth, of connection to your soul. Everything that you've ever done right, everything that you've ever loved, every guidance that you followed, everything that works about your life is in this tree of life. It's a beautiful, strong tree. Feel the bark. Feel how much you just want to hug that tree, and go ahead and hug it. And feel the bark against your cheek, and feel the girth of that tree, and how you can hug it, and it's so solid, it's so real. And you look up at the branches of that tree, and you see the lushness of the leaves, and you see a squirrel scampering on the trees, and you see a bird's nest, and you hear the sound of the bird and the mother bird bringing food to the babies peeping in that nest, and you just have a sense of there's so much life in this tree. And you have a sense now that you want to connect that tree of life to that valley below. You have a sense of your core being. You have so much to offer life. You want to go down into that valley now and bring that tree of life that in your heart. Remember that all things are always connected in energy. It's just that in the forms, we experience forms one at a time in sequence, but the energies you're always connecting more of. So plant that tree deep within your heart. Feel the essence, the joy of that tree thriving so beautifully on the top of this grassy green hill. And look down that grassy green hill now and see that there's this rainbow of colors of flowers now leading down to the bottom of the hill. And see at the bottom of the hill there's a park bench. And there are 4 figures sitting on that bench. Way in the distance you see down there, and you wonder who that is. And you realize you really need some guidance. You're going to go into the world. You don't have to know all the answers. You can just ask. So have a sense of asking your inner being, asking your soul, asking your higher self, what's going on here? What do I do next? What do I need to do? And let your higher self come into your mind. It starts as a sense of what you care about, what you feel, what your values are. What are some of your values in life? Remind yourself, because that's how you tap into your higher self. What are some of the things you really value in life? What's really important to you? Of course, the whole world thriving and in peace and harmony would be wonderful, but where do you really care? What do you like to do for people, with people? Are you a nurturer? Are you a teacher? Are you a leader? Where do you like to contribute to life? Reaffirm that value. That's your connection. That's your tree of life. And see, as you think of your value, look up at your tree of life, and it's more vibrant than ever. It's glowing with a sense of life. That gives you that sense, yes, you're on the right track. Your values, who you really are, that's who you want to be. And the more you tune into that, you start to hear in your mind your higher self speaking to you, and your higher self explains. You see now, though, down at the bottom of the hill on the park bench, the 4 figures. Those are the 4 levels of your being. Your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual selves. They are sitting on that park bench down there. They are at the bottom of the hill, and they're sitting there down there looking at that valley ahead of them, and they don't know what to do. They're scared, they're worried. They have negative false beliefs. They have wounds from the past. They don't know how to proceed. They would love to go into that beautiful valley. It's your human self. You need those parts of yourself. You need your spiritual, your mental thoughts, your human emotions, and your human body. And they're waiting for you. And they're lost in some doubts. And just remind yourself, I wonder what kind of doubts they're having. What are some of the doubts you have? Remind yourself. It probably comes easily to you. Yeah, you think of your values, and then you think of some ways you've been trying to manifest your values. What are some of the ways that you've been trying to live your dreams, live your destiny? And then what are some of the obstacles that come up? maybe actual obstacles if you tried to do something, but even worse is just the mental anticipation of how things won't work out, and the stress you feel, and the fears and the anxieties and the angers at the past that hurt you, and you just know that some of that PTSD, that trauma that's holding you back, it's all this combination. See that now, project that now, down on that park bench at the bottom of the hill, those 4 selves. Those are the human parts of you that are suffering those kind of conditions. And now purify yourself here under your tree of life. Let yourself be in connection with your higher self. And again, your higher self comes in and explains to you, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the bottom of the hill, and you're going to stand in front of each of those beings, those parts of yourself, and you're going to accept them, appreciate them, and forgive them for their limitations. And you're going to bring a gift of forgiveness. You're going to bring a gift that validates the beauty of life and how much you believe in those parts of yourself, how much you believe that your life can work. And the gift that you're going to give is as you go down the hill, you're going to find this rainbow succession of flowers, and you're going to pick flowers. You're going to pick a beautiful bouquet, and with each flower you pick, you're going to feel the intentions of healing a part of yourself. You think, and you see now, yes, the field of flowers, you can see there the succession of flowers from white and lavender and purple down all the way down the rainbow, down into there are red flowers at the bottom of the hill. Oh, this is going to be fun. Imagine how fun that is. You're just going to pick a beautiful bouquet of flowers like you would bring to a friend who is sick, wishing them well to cheer them up, and you're going to go meet the 4 selves and see them in whatever struggles they're having, and you're going to give your get well bouquet to them, and they're going to feel so much better. So go ahead, with a sense of your higher self is with you, guiding you, start walking down the hill and come into an area of white flowers. What are some white flowers you like? Maybe white lilies or white, I don't know flower names so well. You probably know some white flowers, lovely white flowers, and go ahead and start picking them, and think of the color white. It's the purity, the spiritual connection. That's what you're going to offer in your healing bouquet to yourselves down at the bottom of the hill. So gather some white flowers with lots of love, lots of intention to connect with the purity of spirit. And then walk a little further through this lovely grassy field and come to an area of violet flowers, lavender colors, purple colors. And again, whatever kind of flowers, irises perhaps, or some other beautiful purple violet colors, and pick those, and the sense of what healing they offer. They offer that this third eye, the 6th chakra, the sense of seeing the truth, of connecting with the truths of the universe, of being able to see clearly. Oh, what a gift that will be to myself who are suffering in all the blind delusions and fears of the world and the false beliefs. They need to see clearly what's happening so they can have compassion and a clarity of their values and what to do next. So you gather some purple flowers in your bouquet. Oh, white and purple, these are lovely already. And you walk a little further, you come to some blue flowers. What are some lovely blue flowers? Some bachelor buttons, or those lovely little blue flowers that, again, if you know the names, but go ahead and pick some of those blue flowers, some baby blue flowers or some deeper blue flowers, and think about what the color blue represents. The healing of the 5th chakra. You want to give the gift of, yes, it's going to be okay for yourselves to express themselves. Their truths are so valuable, so important. They are representatives of the universe. They have truths to speak. You are going to listen to their truths, and you're going to make sure that yourselves find their right audience, their right friends, the people who will respect them and listen to them safely and kindly. So you gather some of those blue flowers and walk a little further, and oh, look at this. There's a nice little stream left to right in the middle of the field, and there's a lovely little wooden bridge over the stream, and around the bridge, around the stream, ferns. Lovely, beautiful green lush ferns with the little fiddleheads and the lovely the branching leaves, they're so lush and green. Pick some of those and affirm to yourself, for your healing bouquet, the power of the greenness, the growth, the lushness, the vitality of life. It's that heart center. It's just how wonderful it feels to live and to love, that yes, life is that good, that you have a generosity of spirit, you have a faith in the universe, you have a passion to live. That's all in the heart. So you gather some of those green ferns for your bouquet, and then you cross the bridge, and now you're into a lovely area of yellow daffodils and other yellow flowers, and pick some of those. And yellow, the color of healing in the third chakra, the power, the intention, that when you know that you're really aligned with your higher self and your best destiny, your actions are going to flow. They're going to have the best effects. You're going to be meeting the people who want what you have to offer. Oh, what a lovely part of the healing bouquet that will be for yourselves. A little further now, orange poppies and other orange flowers. Oh, the color orange, the joy of community, the joy of creating, just the fun of it, the fun of life, that it's meant to be so pleasurable. Yes, pleasure, the pleasure of life. You wish that for yourselves, for all the parts of your human, to feel the pleasure, the happiness of life, that it's so wonderful and safe to create and be with your friends and your beloveds. So you add that to your healing bouquet. Oh, look at all these colors. And one more, you reach the bottom of the hill, lovely red flowers, tulips, lovely, beautiful tulips, and any other red flowers you want to add. And the red color, that's the vitality of the body, to be fully grounded, the red of the blood, the ruddiness of health, the being fully alive, fully physical, the physical health. You wish physical health for yourselves, absolutely. And with your lovely healing bouquet now, you're at the bottom of the hill, and there's the park bench with 4 beings, 4 people, 4 forms of yourself facing away from you, looking down in that valley. And you can just feel it as you approach them from behind, the aching, the longing. Feel that aching and longing in yourself when you look at your life and what your life could be, and how you ache and long for, you desire the life to be, the world to be a good, safe place, and yourself to feel the confidence and the connection. You need that connection with your source, with your soul, to feel the confidence, to feel the clarity, to feel the knowing of what you can do and it's going to work out. And that's what yourselves on the park bench, they're just sitting there, they're just waiting for something to come, for something to heal them, for some signal that it's going to be okay. Feel that aching and longing and relate to that. Relate to that. What are some of the times that in your life you know what you'd love to do, you know your values, and you just don't feel supported, you don't feel connected, you feel lost or forgotten or abandoned, and you wonder if the support will ever come, that you could have your potential. You just know that you have so much to give. Who will show up to help me? And as you feel that, you feel the intensity of that aching and longing and needing support, and you realize that is the vulnerability. That's the beauty of being human. You really do need support as a human being. You really do need certain resources just to even survive. But you don't want to be focused on the survivalism. You want to keep taking your resources and your needs to higher and higher levels. You want to bring your desires to do what you're meant to do in life, to give the love that you have to give. So walk around now in front of the 4 selves on the park bench and hold out your flowers. Look at this lovely healing bouquet I brought you. And for a moment, you just focus on the flowers. Oh, this lovely healing bouquet. Look at the white and the purple and the blue and the green and the yellow and the orange and the red. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is surely going to cheer them up. And now look at the selves on the bench. And so left to right, so let the physical self be on the left, and then there's emotional to their right, and the mental to their right, and the spiritual to their right. And realize what a sad, hurt, wounded group they are. Let it be okay that these 4 embody all the wounds, all the doubts, all the negative belief effects that you've had. Let them really need your healing. That's what you've come to give. It's okay. So go ahead and look first at the physical one on the left. What does your physical being look like? Imagine that your physical being could be a person in front of you, embodying how your physical body feels. Go ahead, look at them. What are some of the aches and pains and physical conditions? They have it really bad. You can really see it in their body. It's twisted and hurt, and the wounds. What kind of wounds do they have? And what kind of sadness and pain do they feel in their face? Go ahead. You're happy to look at these beings. You want to embrace them with love. And let your physical self look up at you with such wounded, hurt eyes, and they wonder if you'll even accept them. And let them know, I accept you. It's okay. You can look at me. Let's look at each other. And go ahead and walk up to them, and with your bouquet in one hand, just hold out your hand and just lift up their chin. Just let them know, it's okay. Look in my eyes and see the pain of your physical being, how hard it has been for you physically over the years. The things that maybe get healed, but then it leaves a scar, the deeper wounds that make you doubt life, that make you wonder how much further can you go. And when things get hard and things get scary in the world, that's when your physical being, it's just a root of like, I want to give up, I can't take it anymore. Let it be okay. Tell your physical self, it's okay. You can be as hurt and wounded and as ugly as you need to be. Go ahead and see that despair in your physical self. And just beam into them so much love and acceptance. You are who I want to be with. I trust and know that the universe acts through you, through us together. And offer them now some flowers. What are some of the colors they need? Certainly some red, right, for the physical healing, but choose some colors from your bouquet and form a nice bouquet and put lots of intentions of physical healing, physical well-being into that bouquet. And as you offer it to them, the bouquet turns into this ball of rainbow energy. The energies, the essence, the love of those flowers and all the intentions you put into them. It forms this amazing, beautiful energy that then transfers onto them, and it melts and glows onto them, and they are transformed. They are healed. See your physical being healed and glowing and vital, vibrant, in all the best times you've ever felt in your life, and even more. See yourself, how beautiful and amazing you would be in a perfectly healed physical state. And that physical self stands up with so much vitality, so much strength, so much ease and grace. And they are so grateful to you. And the two of you just hug. Just hug. They're holding the bouquet that you gave them, and you're holding the rest of the flowers for the others. And just hug. Feel the strength as they go into you. They melt into you. Your physical healed being melts into you, and they are there forever in your heart. See them waving to you in your heart, and they're so smiling, they're so happy, and you know now that you can have a root of physical health, physical healing, even when your body back on earth is still working through stuff. You have a vision, you have a knowing that there's a physical health, there's a vitality, there's a source of aliveness in you. And now, oh my gosh, we got 3 other selves. Let's go through them deeply, concisely, and powerfully. Turn to the next self on the bench. It's your emotional self. And let yourself see in them the emotions that really trouble you, haunt you, the emotions that have crippled you. What kind of emotions have really stopped you in your life? The anger that you don't know what to do with until it turns into depression and frustration, and what are anxieties, fears? What are some of the emotions that really have been sticking points for you? You don't know what to do with them. You certainly don't want to act them out in negative ways, so they've been stuck. See that self on the bench. They're looking up at you with so much emotional pain. Even if their physical body is okay, the emotional pain, they see the weight of it. You see the weight in their shoulders, how they're slumped over, and they're in such a despair, and there's such anguish, and the fear in their eyes, and the anger, how they carry themselves. They're so tense. They don't know what to do. All the emotions that have really troubled you, they're now in your emotional being. And they saw the healing that you gave to your physical self, and they are so eager for the healing that you have to offer them. So go ahead and pick out of your flowers, the big batch that you've brought down the hill. Pick out the flowers that they need. Lots of orange healing for the joys of life, how pleasurable life can be, the happy feelings, and the physical basis of health in the red flowers, and yellow and green, and lots of heart flowers, the green ferns, and just arrange a really nice bouquet for them with lots of healing intentions. And just let yourself know, I love my emotional being. I don't always have to know what to do with my emotions, but I'll figure it out. I'll be with myself. I'll feel my feelings, and that will lead to solutions. I just know it. And give that bouquet to your emotional self. And again, it transforms into this beautiful ball of energy, of love energy, that then settles over them and glows and transforms, and your emotional being is healed. And see them now stand up from the park bench. It's you in your happiest moments. Remember what it's like when you're so happy and so alive, and you're so confident with your visions of who you are, and you've just had an experience of really belonging in the world, in a beautiful place for you, and you feel so good and alive and so happy, so grateful and so generous. That's who stands up to you now, your emotional being healed. And they are so happy, and they just throw their arms around you, hugging you. Oh my God, they're so filled with life and joy and delight, and they just love to give you all that they have to give, and they melt into you, and you just feel them go into your heart. And they're waving to you, and they're so smiling, the joy, the delight of being alive. You're feeling stronger and better than ever. And now turn to the next one on the park bench. It's your mental self. It's the part of you that thinks about what life means and tries to make it all work. And it's a lot of your brain, your mental energy. See them now. They're so lost in thought. And you see the tension and the anguish that they're trying to figure it out. There's got to be an answer. There's got to be a solution. See all the pressure they feel from the false negative beliefs that say they have to have all the answers now, and they have to do it perfect. Or maybe it's too late and they've already ruined things. And feel it and relate to them. The stress of those hopeless thoughts running around in circles when you feel obsessive compulsive, and nothing's ever good enough, and you can't think it through, and you don't know what to do, and you're just so tormented, bedeviled by all those thoughts. That's who's now in the bench looking up at you with these puppy dog eyes of like, could it be simpler? Could I just let all this go? Can you heal me too? And let them know it's going to be okay. And pick out flowers from your bouquet. Lots of yellow. Give them lots of yellow daffodils for the power, the energy of thought that is guided by the higher self. And lots of heart, the ferns too. And now lots of the blue flowers. Let them know it's going to be okay to express their truth. And some of the white and the purple to let them know that the thoughts, they don't have to think it all through. They don't have to figure it all out by themselves. They're going to be guided by their higher self. You just need to think enough to follow what your higher self is telling you. You don't have to have all the answers, all the solutions. And again, the flowers, they turn into this beautiful ball of energy that glows and melts over them and settles over them, and they are healed. And they are standing up, and now you see your mental, intellectual self in its best moments. You know those moments when you understand what's going on, and you have such a clarity of thought, and those aha moments, and it's like everything makes such sense, and you can remember exactly what you need to know, and all the pieces fit together, and you don't have to have all the answers, but the answers you have are so perfect, so good, you feel so confident. That's who's standing in front of you now, that healed mental self. And they are so happy to share with you their confidence and clarity, their purpose, their values. They know who they are, and they know how to do it because they are guided from above, from the higher self. and you have a sense of there's a glowing, they're starting to really connect with a higher level. There's a light above them that comes into them as they reach now, and you reach to them and you hug, and they melt into you. And you have that mental clarity. Have a sense of your brain is your friend. Your thoughts are your friend. You can think all the right thoughts and feel them all fit together. You can be in that place of knowing exactly what you need to know, and it all makes sense. And one more now on the park bench. On the right side, there's your spiritual self. Your spiritual self who needs the values and inspirations. And you see yourself in those moments of despair when you don't feel any value. There's the self who feels like nobody values them and they don't know what they value anymore. Just maybe a vague sense of the world isn't right. It's all gone wrong, and I don't know where to start. I don't know what I value. Just see them in such a despair. That's perhaps the most painful state of all, that existential crisis of, could life be meaningless? Could it be that I could follow all the rules, do all the things I need to do, be the power manifester and all of that, and still I'm not going anywhere, that life is meaningless, it's empty? See that self and feel those times when you feel a lack of value, that nobody values you and you don't know what to value, and you feel valueless. You have no idea of where to believe in life again, where to believe in yourself. And now the rest of the flowers, you just got an armload of flowers and you just offer it to them. Here, look at how beautiful life can be. Look at all these flowers, all these colors. Look at how there is so much more to the universe than we'll ever fully understand, and it loves us, and it gave us these flowers. And the flowers turn into this beautiful energy that again melts and glows and transforms over them, and they stand up your healed spiritual self. And you're in awe of them because you can see and feel the energy of your higher self and your spiritual self. You're amazed. Let them tell you, let them show you more detail of what you really value in life. What are your principles? What do you really need to do in life? Where are you here for? What is your destiny? They know. They fully know. They know more than you do. You're in awe of this. And let them tell you. Let them tell you what an amazing gift to the world you are. And here are some of the things you've always valued in life, and here's where they're going. Here's what they lead to. Just take a moment to let that in. And with that, you just open your heart. Open your heart as wide as you can, and you realize your human self is so much more amazing than you ever realized. Your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual being, they are your door to the universe through the human experience. As your spiritual self approaches you and you see it transform into the full glory of your higher self. This amazing light being that comes through your spiritual best moments. And your higher self, it looks like the most amazing divine you, who knows how valuable they are, how much they can love, how much they have to give. And they are so proud of you. Let them tell you how beautiful you are and how proud they are of you. Let them tell you some of the things you've done right in your life. Let them show you images of where you can go next, and how important it is that it's big or small, it doesn't matter. It's the way you do things, the way you love, the way you practice the principles of life itself, your unique contribution of life. That is what your higher self celebrates with you. And let your higher self hug you and hold you. And with their hug, your spiritual being goes into your heart. So you see it joining with the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual now in your heart. And your higher self remains in front of you, this beautiful glowing light being. And your higher self says, you're ready now. You're ready now. And they take your hand and you turn around, and the two of you walk down into that golden valley, that beautiful valley where all the people live in harmony and peace with nature and with each other. The beautiful ideals, the sense of that there is a world that can work, there is a future, this is what's real. All of the shadow illusions melt away, as your higher self walks with you down into that valley. And as they walk with you, just feel the confidence of, I'm ready now. I'm ready to go back to my human life and bring more of this energy of my empowerment. I know that my higher self, my soul is real, and they are guiding me always. I am ready to be more of my full divine power in the world. And as you go down into that valley, have a sense of going down, 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 and you find yourself above your house, floating there. You've come from higher levels and you're gravitating. You feel yourself drawn now through the roof of your house, and there's your physical body that's been waiting for you in the meditation. And you come in through the top of your head and you fit like a hand in a glove, and you're down in your body, and have a sense of bringing your higher self with you and bringing your other selves with you and other parts of yourself. They're all always around you. It's the energy that's always there, even as you focus on specific moments of life. And you're ready now so you open your eyes and come back to the room. Tap your feet on the ground. Did a lot of healing. Thank you for hanging in with me. Hanging in there. Oh my goodness. And tap your feet on the ground and come on, have fun. Hug yourself. Tap your hair. Tap yourself around your face. Get yourself back in your body. You did a lot of it took time, didn't it? It took time to go through the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, those 4 bodies. But you can do that meditation anytime. Have a sense of gathering the flowers, the rainbow flowers, and meeting with yourselves and seeing how they reflect to you the conditions you've been feeling, and give them the healing and let them give you the gift of how precious your human life is.